Frank Leboeuf, Shaka Hislop and Stuart Robertson with us. Robert, I want to start with you because the big question really going into this game is to whether or not Carlo Ancelotti should risk Karim Benzema. Of course, he hasn't featured so far in La Liga in 2022 after picking up that injury. And the question and the dilemma that Ancelotti has is they're not head and shoulders above everyone in La Liga anymore. It's not a given that they're going to go on and win. 4 points is all that their lead is over Sevilla. So what do you do in this situation going into this first leg in Paris?
Well, as you said, it is difficult for Ancelotti because when Benzema's playing, they look a much better side. He links up the play, he can run in behind, he links up well with Vinicius Junior. They can play a counter-attacking game, they can actually dominate matches as well. But if he's not fully fit, you can't play him. I've seen it time and time again where you desperately try and get a player back to fitness. You think he's so important, you put him out on the field. He doesn't play particularly well because he's holding back slightly or he only lasts 15, 20 minutes. So that's the big dilemma. I can't think that he's absolutely fit. I'm sure that Ancelotti will have to go with somebody else and maybe Benzema being the sub. But it's a massive risk if he plays him.
The thing is, Steve, if Real Madrid were 20 points ahead in La Liga, then it's a slightly different conversation, isn't it? But because he's so key and because he's proved to be so important to this side and shown how much they struggle without him, it's a proper question that Ancelotti has to answer.
I actually don't have an answer for you because I'm going both ways.
Right.
I don't disagree with Robbo as saying the fact that we've seen players, and I'm sure Robbo's thinking of Harry Kane in the Champions League final, which I know is a little different. It's a final, but it was a complete and utter mistake. And so from that point of view, I agree with them. But I also disagree the fact that even because he's not fit, he's such an influence, whether he plays well or not, he's such an influence on the field that if he's fit, see what you can get out of.
But what about the long-term repercussions? What if he goes there and he does his hammy and then that's it for the season, whatever?
Well, when I say fit, clearly he's not going to be 100%.
Yeah.
The doctors and the medical staff, the question Ancelotti will be asking is how long can this guy go for? And if they say, well, you might get 45, then if that's the case, I say you play them first 45 because the influence he has will get them in the game and the players, in my opinion, will be comfortable.
Right.
And so then the second half then, again, yes, he's not going to be there, but I just think his overall influence, if he's fit, you can't always sit and go, well, if he pulls this or he pulls that. That could happen at any stage.
Okay.
The question is
if I'm going to be negative here, for Real Madrid, they are much, much more likely to win La Liga than they are the Champions League. Because obviously they're up against the likes of Manchester City, Liverpool and Bayern Munich. So why would you risk him in a competition that you're very unlikely to win? Why not wrap him up, keep him safe, keep him happy for La Liga, which has got to be your priority given the chance of winning it?
You're Real Madrid, Dan. I think it makes a difference.
Right.
You're Real Madrid. You can't be going in thinking, well, Champions League's not important. Seriously? Champions League's not important?
I'm not saying it's not important. I'm just saying that it's unlikely for them to win it.
I think if you want to be the best and you think you are the best and you go around saying we are Real Madrid, if he's fit to play, you play him.
What do you think, Shaq?
I agree. If you can get anything out of Karim Benzema, you take that. You want a solid performance at the very least in the first leg. Not to the point that you're risking him. To Stevie's point, if the medical doctors say, well, you can get 75 minutes out of him. You play him for 45, no more than 60, and just to make sure, just to have a solid performance. I think it's also important exactly who the opposition here in PSG. There's a lot of pressure on PSG to win this tournament, and I think they'll feel that from the opening whistle. They'll want to win this in the first leg. If you could deny them that, if you can take a little bit of wind out of their sails, I think Real Madrid does that. I think they go on and win it in the second leg. So for that reason, I think you take that chance with Karim Benzema, though you don't push it to the limit.
Frank, give us just a sense of occasion in Paris looking into this tie with two European giants going head-to-head over these two legs.
Well, everybody is very excited, and they're looking forward to seeing the game. And I was in Paris today, and it's like it's already a final for some Parisian. It's a dream. Real Madrid has been an excellent souvenir or memory, sorry, for like 20 years ago, or even more than that, almost 30 years ago in 94, 95, where Paris Saint-Germain beat Real Madrid 4-1 at the Parc des Princes. And I think it was a quarter-final. And so they think that they can go through that knockout stage, and they want to see it. But if I may, to go back to Benzema, I disagree with the guys. You know, I don't have in my mind a guy, especially a striker, who made the difference, not being fit, just coming back from an injury. I never had somebody who made the difference coming back from an injury. We can agree that Benzema is not fit because he has no games in his fit. He's not back to his best. He won't be 100%. I will never risk that because he's such an important player when he's 100% fit. And again, name me a guy, really name me, guys, a guy who came back from injury and made a difference.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN FC on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and of course, ESPN FC 7 days a week, subscribe to ESPN+.